What's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing great. We have the Orcs Path event going on, of course. I want to hear from you guys. Where did you decide to go? Did you pick up any cool champions along the way? Because I kind of doubt most of you are doing this with much energy, maybe a little bit of energy. There are no significant events for dungeons going on outside of the specific faction event for Spider Tournament. But once you get this reward, you can just come in here, turn off this event, and not worry about farming any more Spider. Not a terrible time because you could get a decent chunk of silver from farming Spider or whichever dungeon you want, but I got a feeling a lot of you are gonna lean more towards the Shards. I also want to know, did you go for both Shiaak and the dog, or did you just go for one or the other? In my case, I'm just gonna be going for Shiaak. The dog is gonna cost a lot. It's a bit too much for me to want to go for it. Ultimately, to do a video on it, I may throw it into my Hydra team, but if I'm comparing Shiaak and the dog to Venus and Cupidus, I have a +2 good star soul for Venus, and then for Cupidus, I got a +4 5-star soul for Cupidus. So they're likely just going to do more damage than the dog. No, though it may actually be comparable. If you guys would want to see that, stay tuned for the next video, and I'll probably showcase some there with the dog with no soul. Now, with that said, let's go open up some of these shards. I did the video yesterday, talked about the website thing here that you can check out if you want, the calculator. These are my current event points. I went ahead and picked up the Orcs Path, 2 things over here for $40. Gave me a good chunk of points from that. The rest are going to come from shards, and this is what we're looking at. We're looking at 3 Sacreds, 10 Primals, 10 Voids, 20 Ancients. Saves me some other of these shards for future events, and Primals, I'm going to have to build those back, unfortunately. They're just going to be used for points today. Hopefully, I can have a decent stockpile for the next 2x event, which don't come around very often. Now, as for which champion I'm going to go for, I'm going to pick Freya, as well as, doesn't matter who I get over here. We'll go Sepulcher. I already have Fina. As far as the other champs, I already have Brogni. This dude could be pretty cool, but Freya, I know where I would use her. In Arena could be pretty fun, whereas this dude, I probably won't be using him anywhere, though he does have a pretty interesting kit with bringing Pain Link as well as decreased resistance, plus the decreased speed. So kind of cool there. Could be a good Chimera champion potentially, but I already got good Chimera stuff. And then we have Dune Herald, Zaharis. To be honest, I don't know where I'd use him if I would. I also don't know his kit perfectly, so maybe you guys have some ideas on where you use him. Freya, her passive is just pretty awesome, where it takes the champion with the highest crit damage when they're about to die, keeps them alive, instant turn, can turn the battle around completely. Now, let's go ahead and do this. We have 3 Sacreds, like I said, 3 Sacreds here, 10 Primals, 10 Voids. There we go, legendary right off the bat, and it's not Freya. That could have been a really good extra legendary champion, though, during the whole extra legendary event. I did not open any shards during that, because I knew we would have this Shiaak event coming up. Oh, I thought it was another legendary. That would have been pretty sick. Jetney is obviously not a champion I'm looking for, not one I'm wanting. These 10x and 15x boosted events are pretty terrible to actually get the champion you want. I am saying that after coming off of a 2 shards and got Armons in the last 10x, but they are pretty bad. Now, as for who to pick in the Voids, let's go check. Cardiel, got him. Warlord, +1. +2 would be huge for that. +2 is big for Rio. Let's go for Warlord, because if any of those champions is worth +2ing, it would definitely be Warlord. I probably won't get anybody here anyways, but Warlord +2 gives him an extra 10 speed, right? Which is pretty massive for champions like him. Speed and accuracy is what I'd be building for him. I don't use him that much. I have Crixia, so Warlord doesn't see that much. Legendary Void! Oh man, send him back. Send him back where he came from. Get that trash out of here. What is this? Vlad the Nightborn. No. Send him back. I don't want him. I don't want the... Well, how many copies we got? We got 1 copy, so +1 of Vlad. Trash. All right, well, let's see from the Primals. Can we pick up a mythical champion, please? We're hitting good rates on everything else. Give me a mythical. Boy, oh boy. Did I already use my 0.5% chance and waste it? Legendary. Okay, Corvus. We don't really need him, but that's a good pull. We actually getting really good luck here. Come on, please. Some red. Galathier. Nice. Nell would be huge for me, and it's nothing. But I apparently did use my 0.5% chance on the Voids. Would have preferred that on the Mythical. And then I used my 1% chance over here on the Primals. However, I really can't complain. That's actually very, very good luck. So what did I say? We're going to go 10 primals, 3, 10, 20. We're going to stick to the plan. We're actually going to do, I got to get rid of one champion and then do the rest from there. We'll do a fast pull here. I don't expect to get anything, to be honest. Let's go feed one champion and then see where these points actually end me up at. Overall, though, those are actually some really good rates for this event, to be honest. We're going to just drop a champion into her. There we go. Come in here, do 10 more pulls on the Ancients, see what we get. Man, Primals, though, I need some more mythical champions, specifically the new ones. Nels, Galathier, Gizmak, all that kind of stuff would be amazing. That Vlad is pretty trash. So had some really good rates overall. Let's go see how Corvus looks. Corvus is a food champion. We have 2+4s of him. Don't need the other 2 necessarily. This is $5 per primal. This is also, I believe, $5 per primal. So actually it's a little bit more, isn't it? Either way, they're expensive. Primals are expensive, just flat out. Let's go ahead and pick up Shiaak. We're going to go with this one. Of course, if you're going to do this, left side for Shiaak, right side for the dog. Now, with that said, you will notice when I finish this, I'm going to have some extra points, which is okay. I should, right? Yeah, no, actually I have very little extra points. I'm debating on picking up this Immortal Soulstone, potentially. If I end up opening any more shards, it's not that far away. This is just a 5-star Mythical Chaos Ore, so probably not worth going for. The 6-star one's kind of worth going for. This would be 32, 39, 44, 48. Nah, yeah, not going to go that. 47, I mean, 48 total. 48,000 for that versus this being 60,000. So I would go for this side if I was going to go for anything, but not going to worry about that. I think I'll just leave it as it is. Okay, the Shiaak just goes to your inbox or wherever. You can't save him for a future event. It's not a fragments collection or anything like that. Kind of unfortunate. It'd be kind of cool if it was a fragment champion of some kind, wouldn't it? Let's go ahead and claim him. We'll take him up and then stay tuned for the next video, which will be coming out in most likely a few hours. And I will be taking Shiaak. And actually, no. Maybe we don't do that. May have to wait for this. I don't know. We'll see. I want to get this out as soon as possible. 12 hours until this champion training event starts. Obviously, I'm doing this a day early. So we'll see. Actually, yeah, I'm going to save it. Going to have to save him for tomorrow because there's no reason for me to waste those books into him and not get benefits for the champion training. So we'll do that during the champion training. And yeah, there we go, guys. As far as Jetney goes, let's see how she's looking. I believe, oh no, we can empower the Jetney. So let's go ahead and do that. I mean, I guess that's kind of not interesting, is it? Not a very cool pull there. That Void could have been anything better than a Vlad. Typically, 10x for Void champions is not too bad. Now, granted, I say that, and I know plenty of people who've pulled tons of Void shards for a specific champion on these progressive events and still not gotten them. I said 10x is actually a 15x chance. Didn't get him. Didn't even get a good Void legendary at that. But there's definitely people who've pulled far more for far less. Now, I could have pulled this during the double legendary event, maybe gotten something better. I didn't know if it was going to be the first shard or the 5th shard, so I'm fine with saving that. But either way, that's where we stand. Thank you guys for watching. Best of luck in your shard pulls. Hope they went great, and I'll catch you all in the next one.